All right, guys, we're here at Sport Wheels in Jordan, Minnesota. This is one of the biggest motorcycle junkyards for sure in the Midwest, if not the world. They have thousands upon thousands of bikes. You gotta pardon the noise. There's like a concrete mixing plant across the street, and we're trying to find some parts for the 78 GS750 today. I need to find a left rear exhaust. I need to find a seat latch. I need to find a turn signal. And yeah, this is what I gotta pick through to find stuff. Not easy, and most of it's pretty well picked over. All right, guys, we are so far coming up pretty empty-handed. I can find a lot of GS550s. I can find GS850s. I can find L models. Pretty much nothing has exhaust or turn signals. Or if the exhaust or turn signals are there, they've been rusted out. This is a 550 with a very similar exhaust system. I don't know if this would work. It's not in horrible condition. I gotta remember this one. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. This is a Suzuki GS750 buried deep in this forest, and here's the exhaust. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that, it's upside down, but it does say GS750. I actually need the left side. I'm thinking if the right side is this bad, the left side probably just as bad. I gotta somehow lift this thing up because I can't see if it's even there. Okay guys, this thing doesn't even have an exhaust on the other side, so I'm not gonna bother trying to lift it up. I got excited because I saw this turn signal. I thought, oh, this might be the one I need. And it's got a big chunk taken out of it. So that's what I'm dealing with here, guys. I found more Suzukis, but I'm still not finding the parts I need. We've got about as deep as we can go. There's a turn signal there, but it's not the right one, I can tell. And wow, finding stuff in here is a major challenge. This is when you know that a bike has been here a while, and it's got basically moss and weeds growing out of it. These bikes are returning to the earth from whence they came at this point. And if I don't end up with a major laceration in my lower leg, I'll be lucky. Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to go back in there because I thought I saw another Suzuki in there. Again, guys, I got excited, saw this turn signal, and then damage. Yep. Oh wow, I've pretty much exhausted my search through this part of the Suzuki forest. Well, I'm leaving this 70s Suzuki section empty-handed, and the problem is this bike is just so old. You know, if it was 20 years old, that wouldn't be too bad. 30 years old, but it's 47 years old. And finding parts, even for high volume motorcycles that they built a lot of them, finding parts that are available in good condition is not easy. So here you can see this is some, I guess, newer stuff. Look at all these seats. Imagine trying to find a seat you need in there. Look at all these fuel tanks just hanging from the ceiling in here. Look at this. They've got tons of these bins filled with carbs. I don't know how you would ever find what you're looking for in this. They should really just take it for scrap, but they have it here. Look at all these, I guess, grab handles. How would you know what's what? It's crazy. Turn signals. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. So you can see most of the stuff's just smashed. And even if it isn't smashed, just trying to figure out what it is a challenge. I'm not seeing anything that really looks like what I need. I kind of know the shape of what I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, did I just find the mother lode of all motorcycle exhausts? The good news is they have a lot of them. The bad news is I only need one, and I'll never be able to find it. All right, we are entering the hall of tires and tanks. There's pipes up along the wall, along this wall. Ugh, I can't even get to them, much less inspect them. It's a giant wall of tires in my way. I've done a fairly thorough search of the Great Wall of motorcycle exhaust, and I've come up empty-handed. And now I'm just seeing that it continues. So the search goes on. Thought that one might be what I need. One of these two. Turns out they are for a Suzuki GS, but a 550, not a 750. Wow, this is wearing me down. But the search goes on. The craziest part of this is they might actually have the part I need, and I just can't find it. This looked promising too, but it is a GS 550, not a 750. You know, so it's like, just keep looking, but the odds of finding what you need here, even though it might be here, are pretty low. Okay, I've looked through all of these exhausts that extend all the way down here, all the way over there, and even further, and I have not found what I'm looking for. Well, it looks like I'm gonna leave here disappointed and empty-handed without the parts I was hoping to find, so desperately needed. About the only thing I'm gonna leave here with is poison ivy or poison oak or tetanus or all the above, unfortunately. Goodbye, Sport Wheels. And I would add that the customer service here, I would call it reluctant at best. They seem to be sort of have a general disdain for customers walking through the front door. So my general review of Sport Wheels in Jordan is they got a lot of stuff, but most of it's just junk. And even if you can find what you need, and the people working there are not particularly friendly or helpful.